Hello students, we'll see the next part under the first chapter. That is, the next topic is knowledge acquisition. Knowledge acquisition in general sense, what do you mean by knowledge acquisition? Knowledge acquisition is nothing but collecting the knowledge, or what finding the source of the knowledge. Okay, we'll see the important characteristics of the knowledge are that are it is experiential, descriptive, qualitative, largely undocumented, and constantly changing. It's right? The knowledge that is the experiential and the descriptive, qualitative, and largely undocumented. Undocumented is a person has he has some knowledge, means it cannot be documented, it's there in its mind, right? We cannot prepare the document or only this much knowledge is there, we cannot tell like that, right? So it is undocumented and constantly changing. Knowledge is changing, as we should update our knowledge. It is changing as per the change of the time. So there are certain domains where all these properties are found, and somewhere there are only a few. The lack of documentation and the fact that experts carry a lot of information in their heads, okay, make it difficult to gain access to their knowledge for developing information systems in general and expert system in particular. Therefore, knowledge engineers have devised specialized techniques to extract and document this information in an efficient and expedient manner, because some expert has some knowledge in their minds, their undocumented knowledge, right? So some knowledge engineers, the knowledge engineers, they're extracting the knowledge from the expert, and they are storing these knowledges for the further use. Okay, this is called the knowledge acquisition. Okay, next one, say knowledge acquisition can be regarded as the method by which a knowledge engineer obtains information from experts. They're collecting the information from the experts or textbooks and other author, authoritative sources for ultimate translation into a machine language and knowledge base. The person undertaking the knowledge acquisition must convert the acquired knowledge into form that a computer program can use. Under this, we are studying about the AI, right? Artificial intelligence. So some people are some expert engineers, okay, knowledge engineers, they are collecting the knowledges from the experts or any other sources. Okay, some people are sharing their knowledge or sharing their views in the way of the textbooks or journals, newspapers, or any videos or anything. So engineers, the knowledge engineers, collecting this information from the textbook, experts, anything, and they translate these knowledges to the machine languages or any other uh, what computer programs. Okay, this is about the knowledge acquisition. Next, we'll see in the process of knowledge acquisition for an expert system project, the knowledge engineer basically perform four major tasks in sequence. They have performs the at the time of the acquisition of knowledge, the knowledge engineers perform their task in four sequences. Okay, first one, the engineer ensures that he or she understand the aim and objectives of the proposed expert system to get a feeling for the potential scope of the project. Okay, the engineer should whether that he or should understand the aims and objectives of a particular project. Next one, he or she develops a working knowledge of the problem of domains by mastering its terminology, by looking up technical dictionaries and terminology database. For this task, they source knowledge or identify textbook, papers, technical reports, manual, course of practice, and domain experts. They need source to collect the knowledge, right? To collect the knowledge, they may use the textbooks, papers, experts' opinion, anything. Next one, the knowledge engineers interact with the experts via meetings or interviews to acquire, verify, and validate their knowledge. After collecting the knowledge, they have to consult experts to recheck whether their information is correct or analyze or not. Okay, next one, the knowledge engineers produces a paper knowledge base, a document or group of documents. After that, they produce a documents or group of documents, the knowledge engineers, which form an intermediate stage in the translation of knowledge from source to computer program. This comprises the interview transcripts, the analysis of the information they contain, and a full description of the major domain entities. Okay, this is the four stages of first, second, and third, and fourth stages under the knowledge in performs four major tasks in sequence at the time of acquisition of the knowledge. Next, see, knowledge engineers interview experts in a specialist domain about how he or she solves a given problem. The knowledge engineers, their task is to meet the specialist or experts and to know how they solve the problem. Before interviewing the experts, the knowledge engineers have to formulate their questions, and after the interview, the answers to the questions have to be analyzed. Before the interviewing the experts, they have to list out their questions and they have to ask the questions, and after getting the answer, they have to analyze these answers with the questions. The knowledge engineer has to familiarize himself or herself with the terminology of the specialist domain. He or she the consult technical manual, or in some case learn paper to see how the expert knowledge is applied. The knowledge engineers sometimes consult textbook and encyclopedia text for understanding the conceptual structure of the experts domain. They have to consult some experts and they have to refer some textbook, they have to refer the encyclopedia or any other further any other articles. Okay, they have to refer those articles to confirm with their particular knowledge with their which they collected from the particular experts. In many different ways of knowledge engineer literally has to come to terms with the language used by the expert and used in the other text mentioned above. The knowledge engineer should become conversant in the specialist language of his or her application or domain. Next, we'll see interviewing technique for knowledge acquisition. At the time of collecting knowledge acquisition is nothing but the collecting the knowledge from the experts and adapting this to the machine languages or the AI. Okay, interviewing techniques for knowledge acquisition. There are different techniques are there under the collect at the time of collecting the knowledge. The informer or overview interview. There is an informal interview, not a normal formal interview. If the knowledge engineer unexpectedly met an expert, means informally he is just asking some questions and collecting some knowledge information. Okay, to familiarize the knowledge engineer with the domain and the particular problem which the proposed expert system is intended to solve. They're just asking the questions and he is just answering the questions in informal way. Next one, the focused interview. Focused interview are similar to ordinary chat show conversations to discussions where the interviewer is interested in a topic of which the interviewee is knowledgeable. The interviewer, the person who interviews the other persons, right, that person is interested in the topic of which the interviewee is knowledgeable. The interviewee is the person who the person from whom we collecting the information, right. The interviewer is interested to collect the knowledge in the field of in which the interviewee is knowledgeable. Okay, it is normally conducted by following a predetermined agenda. It's a predetermined. Okay, the interviewee is initially prompted with the first topic or question, but is given a great deal of freedom of expression thereafter. First he have to answer the questions, and after that the interview can tell his own opinions or he can express his opinions. Okay, next one is the structured interview. Structured interview normally occur well into the knowledge acquisition phase. It is very under the structured interview is nothing but it is more than the focused interview. It's a very good stage to collect the knowledge and knowledge acquisition phase. Very good knowledge acquisition phase. They are used when information is required is much greater depth. Where the information is needed in a very greater depth, deep information or depth information need, detailed information need about a one topic means, then they are conducting the structured interview. And detailed than the other techniques can other offer and is more interrogative than conversational. Okay, conversational. It's interrogative than conversational. And the next this is about the structured interview. Okay, the next one is the think aloud protocol. It's nothing but on topic under this think aloud protocol, a technique used by cognitive psychologists to study the strategies with which people solve problems. Case studies are advantageous because the end results are already known, so the expert should repeat the strategy he used for that problem when describing his solution. Think aloud protocol is nothing but under this they using some the previous case studies, and because under the previous case studies results are already known results, right? So they can suggest the same techniques or same solution for the same type of the problems. Okay, next one, see, knowledge acquisition, interviewing techniques for knowledge acquisition, do and do nots. It is essential to record and transcribe all the interviews, video and audio taped. Okay, it's very essential to record and transcribe all the interviews. Transcripts should be clearly cross referenced to record counter numbers. Okay, transcripts should be clearly cross referenced, include all the sketches, photocopies and reproductions of diagrams, table or the like that were referred to during the interviews. It's very important to record all the things at the time of interviews, and even the some photographs, sketches or any other diagrams. Once completed, a copy should be sent to the interviewee for comments, correction and criticism. After, okay, at the time of interview we have to write all the things which the information which we have collected from the interview, and the diagrams and tables, if there is any diagrams, tables or any other sketches, photocopies we have to collect. And after these things we have to, one completed copy should be sent to the interviewee for the comments and corrections. Okay, we have to comment, we send one copy to the interviewee. There is always a possibility of misunderstanding by the knowledge engineer when interrupting a statement or explanation. There is some possibility to misunderstanding, or at the time of interviewing there is a possibility to write the wrong information, right? So we have to send one copy to the interview. By involving the expert in validating his or her own transcript, it reduces the chances of erroneous information appearing the phototypes knowledge base. So if you send the copy of the one particular copy of the interview to another person, the interviewee means he can see whether is there any wrongs or any errors. If there is any errors, he can tell to correct these errors, right? So this is about the do, and this is about the how the interview is going on. This is about the how the knowledge is acquired from a experts, and this knowledge is adopted in a machine languages or any other artificial intelligence techniques. Okay, we'll see some other parts under the knowledge acquisition, knowledge sharing and knowledge transformation. Next topic we'll see under the next class. Thank you.